All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body. And two, we're naturally alive. And yeah, man, I want to get into this, man, because recently, just a few hours ago, I just came back from seeing Project Carol Mary, and I knew this was going to have a lot of biblical, spiritual and biblical elements to it, honestly, and also too, just coming just past the Oscars, those are into cinema, movies, TV, etc., things of that nature, film. Um, I knew this is definitely going to be a Best Picture nomination, and Ryan Gosling is definitely going to get a Best Actor nomination. Honestly, he's already because his performance was great. Honestly, and it's weird, man, because honestly, this is one of the movies like in movie history, like movie my time watching movies personally. Like I even saw some of myself in this character. Honestly, it's just weird because me and his character had a lot of similarities. Like some of his personality and him being the teacher, and I work with youth, and him kind of being alone and things of that nature. That's kind of like a lot of similarities, honestly. That I just saw honestly in his character, and he didn't. But even aside with this, right? This the takeaway scripture as sometimes because we review movies on here because one of the reason why we review movies on here, one, it's like because I love ever since high school. I did just like it was really my high school teacher. She kind of got me like into like really movies like that and liking movies. And actually I got this book honestly too, Cinema Year by Year. It goes from 1894 to 2001. Honestly, it's like an encyclopedia, but that's part of it in high school. And Miss Gittness, actually, it was crazy at my high school. I graduated. I just saw one of my old teachers there at the movies. It's crazy, but it was my other teacher in my senior year of high school. That kind of got me into film and film analyzing things and that's a reason, another reason why, one reason why, and another reason why is it was brothers like years ago, Chronicles of Judah. He used to break down movies and the spiritual element to them, and and just the life lessons out of it, and the spiritual and biblical element sometimes, and the natural in this life, from it. And also too, I think older brother Zabak out of HOI, he does kind of stuff like that. So that's kind of why we talk about movies on here. It's something I enjoy honestly, but also too like it's more of Proverbs 3 and 6, like acknowledging the Most High in your house shot in every one of your ways. Because I could be out and about. I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters, I could be out and about, and I could be watching a TV show or a movie or listen to a song, man, and certain scriptures just popped in my mind, or seeing the word every day, honestly. So yeah, that's the reason why. But honestly, too, with this movie, man, it's more about because we know on the natural side on this, it's more Esau or the so-called Caucasian think they could just rule the world. I mean, save the world. It kind of goes into that run. It's been going on for decades. Making movies and stuff like that. That's just what Esau and so-called Caucasian has that mindset. But that's neither here nor there. But spiritually, man, this was a lot. It was a lot of spiritual elements in this movie because one, Ryan Gosling, well, great actor by the way, great actor. He did Drive and many other things. Honestly, you know, his character was named Dr. Grace, honestly, and pretty much the whole NASA, they saw him out to do this because pretty much he has to do this mission to save the world, honestly. So and this is why the takeaway scripture from this is my grace is sufficient, honestly, because the Most High house shows grace. That's how the world is saved. That's how we'll all be saved, honestly. And they purposely sought him out, and his name was Grace, honestly. Well, that's his last name, but let's get that, honestly. Let's get to Second Corinthians real quick. Second Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9. Um, and he said unto you, my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly will I glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ or Mashiach may rest upon me. So let's go to John 1 real quick, because we're going to talk more elements of this movie. But John chapter 1 verse 17. It says, for the law was given by Moses, and the truth came by Yahushua Mashiach, or Yahushua. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. And there's many things in this, and it's crazy because in the movie there's a rock like creature, honestly, and it's pretty much a rock. And that was see, and that goes see the grace in the rock being the Most High Yahushua being a rock. So see, this is all spiritual elements in this movie, man. So and quiet spirit, that's my cat. But second Samuel chapter 23 and verse um 3, it said, and the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me, he that ruleth over men must be just and ruling in the fear of Yahweh. So see that the Most High, Yahweh is a rock. The Most High is that, and Yahweh is that rock, honestly. So, and that's just is what it is right there. And like, that great, and this is a great movie, honestly, but there's a scene in there that where, Ryan Gosling's character, Dr. Grace, he goes into, the rock, his ship on inside his ship, and his ship is kind of full of gold, honestly, in a sense. It's like, but it's kind of symbolic and parabolic to New Jerusalem, honestly, because this rock like creature and grace, and they build this bond. And also another scripture take away from it, or another theme in this to take away from it, a scripture I always use is two is better than one, because he's kind of alone, but he builds a relationship with the rock. But see that's parallel of us building our relationship with the Father, man, even when we're alone, because technically we're not alone, like like Yahushua said, honestly. So um but even there's a scene that they give him, like, they want him to do this mission, and he gets 3 hours to decide if he's going to do it or not, because he wasn't sure about it. He said, listen, y'all probably didn't choose the right man, I can't do this. And that 3 is kind of a little similar to Yahushua's Christ's resurrection, man. But there's a lot of biblical elements to this story, man. I'll have to see it again. I'm probably gonna do part 2 of this, maybe, if I watch it again. But yeah, man, because we're about to run out of time. But hopefully it's edifying, man. So